Well, the first day of lying in state of President Mwai Kibaki has come to a close, with Kenyans from all walks of life streaming into Parliament buildings to pay their last respects to their former president, who passed on late last week. The procession brought colour to the streets of Nairobi on Monday morning, where the gun carrier bearing the casket draped in the national flag arrived at Parliament buildings at 7:30 a.m. and was received by the two speakers of both houses. Leila Mohammed brings us all the colour, moments and memories of Kenyans who thronged Parliament as the head of state lies in state.
Just before the break of dawn, the pallbearers and servicemen tasked with the duty of escorting the body of their former commander-in-chief arrived at the Lee funeral home with military police in line to receive the party and ensure that traffic along that section of the road had minimal interruption. Draped in the national flag, the casket bearing the remains was mounted on the gun carriage at 6:45, the procession leaving slowly down Valley Road, Kenyatta Avenue, Uhuru Highway, finally snaking its way onto Parliament Road, where it was deposited at the entrance to Senate. The motorcade was accompanied by pallbearers, officers of the rank of colonel led by a brigadier into the presence of Parliament, right after a guard of honour had been mounted in honour of the departed former commander-in-chief. The gun carriage drove into a corner of Parliament as the entourage walked into the House to be met by the speakers. The vehicle, green in colour, together with the carriage attached at the back, had red carpets lining the insides of the vehicle. On one side of the carriage was the presidential standard that characterized Mwai Kibaki's presidency. On the other, the national flag flew with a plate of similar colors, dotted with 5 stars placed at the area where the vehicle's number plate is supposed to be. The stars, a symbol of Kibaki's rank within the defense forces, Kenya's 5-star general during his tenure in office as the commander-in-chief of the country's defense forces. As the casket was rolled into the House, with the guard of honour flanking the sides, the Chief of Defence Forces, General Robert Kibochi, led senior military generals behind the chaplains in a march to give their former commander-in-chief his final salute. Inside the Speaker's Walk, a special table draped in the former president's presidential standard was where the body would be placed over the course of the day. Officers guarding the body stood at each of the 4 corners looking away from the body, with their heads slightly bowed in respect and their swords firmly in the grip of their hands, ready to defend the fallen soldier, even in death. After the President and the First Lady viewed the body of the late President, Kenyans from all walks of life thronged Parliament to view the body of a man who ruled the nation for a 10-year period. Each one holding fond memories of what the man meant to them, many speaking of how his decision to grant free access to education to all Kenyan children gave them a second chance at life.
I'm just a beneficiary of a free primary education. So that is why I've just come to pay our last respect.
Kuna mambo ambayo amefanya sana hii Kenya ambayo hatuwezi tukayapuuzia.
Nafanya hii kazi sababu yake. Boda mapikipiki, Kibaki ndiye aliweza kutuletea mapikipiki.
Na jameni, Uhuru anafaa ajifunze one lesson or two from the late Mwai Kibaki.
Over the next 2 days, the body will be lying in state, a tradition in which the body of a deceased official is placed in a state building, either outside or inside a coffin, to allow the public to pay their respects. Leila Mohammed, NTV.